Hello again in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom. I'm grateful to all of you who follow me here, and if you're new here, my name's Nicholas, and on my channel I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism, self-love, and all matter of philosophical and spiritual topics. So if you're interested in those types of things and you're new here, please subscribe and join this amazing community and click the bell icon so you'll be notified each time I post a video. I'd really appreciate it, and I'm grateful to all of you who follow me here. So and if you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. So today I'm going to talk about intuitive witchcraft. So this book is a great book for intuition. Now you don't need to be, some of you watching may be practicing witches or pagans, some of you may be more spiritual people, but even though this book does mainly focus on like witchcraft and including intuition into your craft, I would say this is a great book whether you're a practicing witch, whether you're a spiritual person, or if you're a psychic. This is a great book. We're all psychics somewhere, but this is a great book that goes into that, explains what intuition is, what it isn't, and it just gives you some exercises to help intuition, and it grounds you. And as spiritual people, intuition is the best tool we've got available to us, and we've all got it. And then this card here is out of my beautiful crystal oracle deck, and it's called Trust Your Intuition, and it's amethyst, the crystal, and then I've got a piece of amethyst here. I spoke about amethyst before in the channel, and it's my favourite crystal, so I will speak about it again. But amethyst connects to the third eye, and when your third eye is opened, you get increased intuition. So the most important tool we've got as witches, as spiritual people, as our intuition. And your intuition is sort of your inner voice. We'll all feel it differently. There's no right or wrong. Because like for me, I feel it deep in my heart, my gut, and I get this strong feeling as well what I should or shouldn't do something, or something's right or not right. And we've all that feeling where maybe you were invited to a party, you got a strong feeling you shouldn't go to the party, but you did go to the party. And you knew your gut, your intuition said something bad's going to happen at this party, you shouldn't go, but you ignored that feeling within, and what that inner voice is never wrong. Something does but bad happen at the party. Like we've all got intuition. My mum is very psychic as well, very intuitive, but she tends to block it out. But she got invited to a party, and her intuition said, "Don't go to this party. Something really bad will happen." But she ignored that voice, and that voice is never wrong. It did happen. Something really bad. So we've all got that. Some people feel it deep in their bones. Some people feel it in their heart, their gut, their heart and gut in alignment, like in a strong agreement, and they feel it deep within them, what something is a good thing to do or something's not good. Meditation can help with intuition. Also working with like amethyst, lapis lazuli, sodalite. There's different crystals that can sort of help, but your intuition's always there. Just sometimes maybe different herbs, crystals can awaken your intuition, but it's always there. Just stress, life can get in the way, and living on autopilot can also block your intuition. So it's a very important tool to do. For example, as psychics, as psychics, we use our intuition because intuition is connected to the psychic realm. It's also connected to sort of spirit. And to me, intuition is the voice of sort of God within us, or the voice of the universe deep within us, or intuition. And I've talked about this living intuitively. Now, there are many ways to include wisdom into our life. There are many ways to become wise, but the wisest way is to live an intuitive life where you let your intuition guide you. Now, I'm not a big fan of labels or boxing myself in. I do identify as an eclectic pagan witch, but if I was to describe my practice, this book, I love it so much because it really describes what type of witch I am. I am an intuitive witch, So I always let my intuition guide me. If I feel I shouldn't do something, then I don't do it. If I feel I should do something, if my inner voice tells me do it or don't, or to reach out to someone or not to reach out, I listen to that inner voice as well. And, everything I do, I let my intuition guide me. And to me, it's the most important tool, because one way of looking at intuition is when you first meet someone. You may meet a complete stranger. They may be very nice to you, as nice as roses, but your intuition may tell you this is all a facade, that person isn't as nice as they act, and they're not a good person. And that inner voice is never wrong. You may feel that someone's going to do you a wrong turn, or that they are doing you a wrong turn, and that feeling's always right. Pisces are very intuitive people, but regardless of your zodiac sign, we've all got intuition. My good friend, Francis, who is a Pisces, she felt in her business that someone was taking money out the till, that they were doing her wrong. She had no proof to back it up, but that feeling deep inside is never wrong, and that person was taking money out of the till, so your feeling is never wrong. And it's the most important tool we have as witches, as spiritual people, our intuition, because that inner voice will tell you if you should do something, if you shouldn't, if something's right for you, if something's not right for you. That inner feeling will always guide you as well. And also sometimes you might be in a relationship or a marriage. You might feel something's wrong in your marriage. You might not be able to pin it down what's wrong, but that inner feeling will tell you something's wrong here. And then you might feel you're in the wrong relationship, or you might feel something's wrong in your relationship, and your intuition's telling you something's wrong, and it's encouraging you to confront what is wrong, to investigate, to find out what is wrong. So that inner feeling, your intuition, is always right. And as psychics, we use it all the time, because when we meditate, when we do spiritual work, our angels and guides communicate with us intuitively, and we've got to use our intuition to decipher what type of energy or messages they're trying to tell us. And, there's different ways of being psychic, but your intuition is the best tool in life, because it'll tell you, and just... That's such a useful tool, because it'll tell you if you're in the right job, if this job is right or wrong for you, if you're in the right relationship. Your intuition will tell you if you should go ahead with a certain type of action, or if you shouldn't go ahead with a specific type of action. And when it comes to doing psychic readings, there are many ways of doing psychic readings. Now, when I do psychic readings, I always do them in person, and my intuition tells me to do that, because if I meet someone in person, then I'm in the same room as them. I can get a better energy field of that person as well. And my intuition tells me that doing readings for people in person is right for me. So I let that inner voice guide me. Some people, they do readings in person, but their intuition also tells them to do readings in other ways. And therefore, if your intuition tells you to do readings online, and then charge, for people to charge money for you, charge money online for you, if your intuition tells you that's the right thing for you to do, then the wisest thing is to go ahead and do it as well. It's the same with deities. You might be interested in a particular god or goddess or spirit, and your intuition tells you that being's reaching out to you, but they're for you, and you're drawn to them. The reason why, whenever you're drawn to a deity, that's a way of them reaching out to you. And also your intuition will tell you if they're right or not. So it's such an important tool, intuition, as well. So this book, I would highly recommend it. And I'll be talking more about it in the author in later videos. But if you follow me here, this book is on Amazon. So I would highly recommend purchasing this book. Read it start to finish. And tell me what your thoughts are in the book. And if you have this book already, what are your thoughts on it? Because this book's great, goes into energy work, grounding, and it explains just how to use your intuition. And I love how it explains what intuition isn't, what it is, and how to use it. And how the more intuitive we become, how this can open the door to the psychic realm and make wonderful and amazing experiences happen as well. And we have all got it, and it's the most important tool as well. That's how when it comes to witchcraft, to those of us who practice the craft, witchcraft is a personal practice, it's a personal journey, and what it means to be a witch is going to be different for everyone. So if I was to ask everyone who practices witchcraft, what does being a witch mean to you? The answer would be different for everyone, because the answer would be how that journey of being a witch feels, and everyone's intuition will give them different answers, because the path is right for everyone in different ways. Same with being a spiritual person. If I was to say, what does that mean? Everyone's going to feel that differently, and intuition is going to help you decide what that means for you, and that is always guiding us. So I hope this makes sense, I hope it resonates, but the message in this video is the most important tool we've got as witches, as spiritual people, as our intuition, because that's going to guide you and help you in life in so many ways. And you don't need anything outside of you to awaken your intuition. One of the tools we've got as witches, which we can always do, is meditation, connecting with our breath, breathing in and out. You could write in a piece of paper a question and meditate on that question, and your intuition will tell you what the answer is. So there's so many ways that we as witches and spiritual people can use it, and it's the most important tool as well as witches and as spiritual people we have. However, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful and amazing day. I hope this video helps you in your spiritual journey. And until next time, may meet, may part, meet again. Blessed be.